Hello guys, Ivan KB is here and welcome to Shark Numbers. Why Africa? What is so special about the continent that not so long ago was considered the least attractive in the world? African countries are still poor and there are not too many opportunities when it comes to Africa. Crypto in Africa? Sounds unusual, right? Wrong. When it comes to new tech, Africa is leapfrogging at the speed of light. Although the concept of African tech, African inventions, and African innovations still sounds unusual, things are developing quickly. And here's why. The current population of Africa in 2022 is 1.4 billion people, a 2.37% increase from 2021. The current growth rate in Africa is 2.37% annually. That is around 6 times higher than the annual population growth rate of the United States. If you compare African countries to Japan, where the population is actually decreasing by around 0.5% every year, and Germany, where the growth rate decreased by 0.05% over the last year, you may quickly come to the realization that the African continent and African countries such as Kenya, Nigeria, Morocco, and Uganda in particular deserve some credit. 50 years down the road, we may see more African crypto startups than Americans and European ones. Let's not forget that Africa experienced leapfrogging with the third industrial revolution. African countries jumped from analog to digital in relatively no time. African countries skipped some of the development steps, some of the development stages, and are now catching up with the rest of the tech world. Alec Ross explained this phenomenon in his 2016 book, The Industries of the Future. I recommend that you read this book. It's actually pretty interesting. I personally read it with pleasure, and Alec actually commented under one of my tweets. What I love about the crypto community is that it's open-minded. To begin with, the concept of crypto was embraced by early adopters and tech enthusiasts who are mainly on the bleeding edge. So viewing Africa as the next stage in the global crypto adoption process is purely logical, and big investors understand that. Let us talk about crypto startups in Africa. In this video, I will outline 3 of the most successful participants: Jambo, Mara, and H2O Securities. Without further ado, let's get rolling. Forward-thinking VCs have already started injecting capital into African crypto startups. Venture funding for African crypto startups grew 11x. Guys, 11x in 2022. The top countries of interest include Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa. Let's take a look at some of the most successful startups in Africa: Jambo, Mara, and H2O Securities. I picked these 3 projects primarily because they are some of the most funded ones in Africa, and also all of them were founded relatively recently, back in 2021. In my view, Jambo, Mara, and H2O Securities have the potential to become crypto unicorns. The demand is there. But let's see what's going on with these startups. Let's begin with Jambo. Jambo is a Congo-based startup that is working on Africa's Web3 user acquisition gateway. The co-founder of Jambo, James Jean, grew up in Africa, then moved to New York, graduated from NYU, and started his startup that is now on its way to become one of the most successful Web3 applications in Africa. While a lot of things still need to be added, polished, and improved, Jambo has already generated a lot of hype in the community. You won't find much info on the website other than very generic statements and a list of big fish, supporters such as Gemini, Pantera Capital Ventures, and others, but a lot more details will get uncovered when the product is actually up and running. Jambo raised $37.5 million, guys, $37.5 million from its early investors. So there's clearly something that venture capitalists saw in this project. There's something that we are yet to discover. According to the company's CEO, James, the product will be released in Q3, Q4 of this year. James Sean, the co-founder and the CEO of Jambo, seems like an ambitious guy who has intentions to make his company become the #1 Web3 application in Africa. The intentions are there. Jambo positions itself as an organization that tries to help people with their financial needs. In a nutshell, Jambo offers at least 3 of the following features: digital wallets, play to earn features, and Jambo Cash.
You want to be a super app. What does it mean to be a super app? It means you can be a one-stop shop for your actual users. Over 80% of Africans are unbanked. And a big part of what we're trying to do here is solve that financial issue as well. So by using the Jambo applications, you will already start earning Jambo tokens, which you can swap into whichever other token you desire, most likely a stable coin, then to your local currency, whether that's francs, shillings, naira, etc. On the earning part, we want to introduce play to earn games. That's a huge component we're doing. Why we say we want to be a one-stop shop is you can actually use the tokens that you earned, say, oh, maybe I want to keep this $100 inside the Jambo app. What can I do now? Let's go into the finance part of it. There will be yield generating protocols. We want to be that bridge between great Web3 companies to Africa. There's a lot of really great essentials applications. Essentially, is to bring guys like that into our ecosystem and then grow and introduce it to our users so they can earn on their account.
We will need to get back on that once we have access to the actual product. An interesting thing mentioned by the founder of Jambo has to do with how the company is intending to profit from its users. For one, Jambo will be making money via the native token. Similarly to how BNB is used within the Binance infrastructure, the Jambo token will offer a number of utilities. Another interesting thing mentioned has to do with user data. The CEO of Jambo mentions how it is a part of the business model. It looks like data will be sold to third parties, which is how the majority of other companies make money. Check out this interview to learn more about the structure of the business process. James explains what Jambo will be doing with the data and how users can potentially benefit from it. Africa is not one big pot with similar looking people. It is a multinational continent with many dominant languages, including English-speaking countries and French-speaking countries. What I like about Jambo is that this organization understands unique aspects of different nations and that it has intentions to develop a product that can be adopted locally in each individual country with its unique cultural and linguistic peculiarities. I want to check back on Jambo later when the product is fully functional, but for now, let's move on to the next startup that has its own interesting features, own unique propositions. Mara. Mara is an African crypto exchange, a platform designed for the people of Africa. There is nothing particularly new or unique about this exchange, about the Mara exchange, except for the fact that this product has been designed and marketed as a product of Africa. When we use Coinbase, for example, we associate this exchange/digital wallet with the United States. Coinbase was designed by Americans for Americans. The interface is minimalist, the colors are simple and plain. It is what Americans love and relate to. This is what we subconsciously enjoy. Same happens with other tech companies. Each company has a specific target group in place, and Mara is no exception. Mara is a product of Africa, designed for Africans. Chin Nadi, the founder of Mara Exchange, and his team of tech experts made it clear. Mara is a pan-African crypto exchange. Mara is designed to relate to all people of African birth or descent.
And Mara is here to make sure that Africans don't get left behind with blockchain technology and digital assets, so we can learn about blockchain technology, build our capacity, and also compete on the global stage. Mara is a wallet, a digital finance wallet, where you'll be able to send money across Africa and abroad. You'll be able to learn about cryptocurrency, learn about digital assets. You'll be able to invest, build, innovate, and create your own wealth in digital assets. Well, what we hope to show the entire world that Africans can compete on the global stage and win.
And I think it is in a way a competitive advantage. There needs to be a product that is widely popular in particular parts of the globe. Mara raised a total of $23 million from a vast number of investors, including big names such as Coinbase Ventures and Huobi Ventures. So there is undeniable community support, and community support matters. Speaking of which, this video was brought to you by 4Bulls. 4Bulls is a crypto ecosystem that is designed to empower crypto startups and regular people like you and me. Crypto startups can advertise their services on 4Bulls by obtaining coins and creating campaigns. People who watch PTC ads or complete tasks created by advertisers can earn free coins. Just watch ads or complete tasks and earn crypto. 4Bulls is a hub that unites the crypto community. It is one united crypto hub that is beneficial for all participants. If you want to advertise your services on 4Bulls, just click on sign up, complete the registration process, click on buy coins. You can use Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, or BNB to buy coins, and then create PTC ads or tasks for bounty hunters to complete. I personally use 4Bulls to get feedback from people. For example, on 4Bulls, I ask users to share their feedback on this YouTube channel. I ask people to let me know what they like and what they dislike. I ask people to let me know which topics they like or dislike the most. 4Bulls users provided me with honest feedback on what they think should be featured on the Shark Numbers YouTube channel. Independent feedback helped me improve the quality of my content. Mainly because of the 4Bulls community's help, I managed to improve the quality of my channel. Try 4Bulls out today and see for yourself. Go on 4bulls.com, become an advertiser or a bounty hunter. It is super simple. The last startup that I wanted to review today is H2O Securities. It is the biggest ICO in Africa with a total funding of $150 million. H2O Securities is located in South Africa. The funds are raised via initial coin offering. What is so special about H2O Securities? Why do so many people believe in the potential of this organization? $150 million, guys. Let's begin with the mission statement. Let's find out why H2O Securities is so popular. As the name suggests, H2O Securities has something to do with water. To be more specific, H2O Securities is designed to solve water scarcity through blockchain tech. Many of you are aware of major problems in Africa. One of those is a lack of clean water. H2O Securities claims to work on a major solution. According to the World Health Organization, water scarcity affects 1 in 3 people in the African region, and it's getting worse with population growth. It makes sense that H2O Securities raised so much money. People in Africa need better control of water. People have hope that some organization like H2O Securities will eventually solve their forever going problems. This is why H2O Securities raised an astronomical amount of $150 million during their ICO. And it's a lot for a startup that was founded 1 year ago. So how does it work? H2O Securities has a utility token, H2ON. The token is designed to make services possible. Water plants will be connected via IoT, the Internet of Things, and controlled by smart contracts. The H2ON token makes the communication between water plants possible. Participants are able to stake tokens and earn rewards for making operations possible. Will this concept actually work though? Many of you probably remember IOTA, which was one of the biggest ICOs about 6 years ago. Everyone was talking about IOTA.
My name is Dominic Schinner. I'm one of the co-founders of IOTA. IOTA is a protocol for machines, and what IOTA enables is two things. One, it enables micropayments so that one machine can start paying another machine, and more important than that, it also enables data security with that. Acting, so meaning you can pay the infrastructure, you can pay other vehicles, or can even enable shared mobility. Or agriculture, where we now have a weather station out on the field, and this weather station is for one able to securely collect data, but more important than that, it can also sell the data. So the main way that companies can truly benefit from the technology today is to actually engage with us. So we are a non-profit foundation, and our biggest interest right now is to have an ecosystem, and as such, we want to bring those bigger companies and those conglomerates on board the IOTA Foundation to innovate together with us.
It was a new, cool concept. The idea was incredible to connect all IoT devices. The cryptocurrency IOTA, the IOTA coin, was designed to make communication between IoT devices possible. It was a utopian concept that resonated with many people. Just like H2O Securities, IOTA raised lots of money. It was one of the biggest projects. I myself loved the concept. I imagined how my next generation kettle or a microwave would communicate with my electric vehicle in the future. I imagined how my washing machine would one day be able to order detergent by itself when the machine runs out of supplies.
Supply chains are complex systems with many actors involved. At every step in the supply chain, data must be verified before exchange of custody. The ever-growing flow of goods puts our current logistical structure under a lot of pressure. Critical documents go missing, cargo gets stuck at customs, and agricultural goods deteriorate while awaiting border clearances. $4 trillion are lost each year. That is more than the entire German GDP going right down the drain. What if we told you all of this is about to change? Introducing IOTA.
Wouldn't it be cool? The concept is clearly beneficial, and I'm sure many of you would love to see the type of automation that the IoT of the future will have to offer. But unfortunately, it looks like IOTA was a little bit ahead of its time. IOTA presented itself as all-in-one solution that works for everyone, but we didn't really see any major use cases. In addition to that, there were many mistakes made by the founders / higher management of IOTA. No matter what though, IoT and crypto go hand in hand with each other, and we are yet to witness real movement within this field. IOTA was a great starting point, and H2O Securities now has an opportunity to make things work. Maybe by focusing on just one segment, the issue of water scarcity, H2O Securities will be more successful at time management and resource allocation than IOTA, for example.
Africa does not need to be the beggar of the world anymore. Africa has the capability, the capacity to be the breadbasket of the world. And if we do this smartly, using the latest technologies, we will be the next China of the world.
Who knows? H2O Securities might be a good use case. The need is there. People need quicker deployment of water infrastructure and solutions, and new tech can be very helpful here. Of course, there will be a lot of roadblocks along the way. No one canceled bureaucracy and politics. There is a lot of corruption in Africa. Also, there might be issues with regulations or other things. And this is just the outer layer. Proper resource allocation and management processes within the team is another potential vulnerability. Is the team going to be persistent enough and stick with its original goals to the end? Let's hope that the founders and managers of this project will use the funds efficiently and that they will not give up on the project in a couple of years. There are a lot of question marks, but in any case, let's summarize all of the information mentioned in this video. Let's summarize everything that I have mentioned. The technological shift, the crypto tech shift is happening in Africa, and this shift is potentially massive. Africa has taught us that it's capable of leapfrogging. Additionally, Africa has the youngest population in the world. Sure, there are many things that African countries will have to fix before they can be taken seriously by the global community. For one, corruption needs to be eradicated. Also, women need to be treated fairly. There needs to be more equality. Issues related to logistics and energy/electricity must be fixed as well. But positive changes are happening, one step at a time. When there is a will, there is a way. Let's keep an eye on Africa. I am done for today. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a like. Subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed, join the Shark Numbers clique. I'll talk to you soon. Ivan, KB, out.